Hello and welcome to another Forza Horizon 4 video. Now, it wasn't that long ago that hypercars that costed £1 million and had 1000 horsepower would be a rarity. These cars could reach 240, sometimes 250 miles an hour, and back then they were considered some of the fastest road cars in the world. Nowadays, however, car companies seem to go berserk releasing 300 mile an hour, £2 million exclusive hypercars. So, to help decipher all this madness, I decided to get 7 of the newest and fastest hypercars together to figure out which was most worthy of their extortionate price tag. The first two challenges for our hypercars were 2 different lengths of drag races. Anyway, off we go.
Talk.
Oh, your
It
remarks
looks like he
gone.
jumped the start, he starts so quickly.
This
And he's
does not
already-
launch. And... nice.
Great performance.
8.1. Oh, I know. I got so excited I've disconnected my controller.
This just gets a horrific launch.
He's
Started
gone
after
before.
everyone else.
Yeah, he's gone before the
yeah.
on my screen.
Oh, I'm on the grass!
And he's finished.
I'm not last.
There's
Right.
yours.
I'm last.
And 230 as we go over the line.
Damn! No!
I hit a patch of something, and it.
Yeah, there was a patch of dirt.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
hit a patch of something,
boosting.
and now
Dirt.
Boris is finished third.
The benefits of racing at an old abandoned airfield.
Yeah, it's a bit bumpy, a bit dirty. Next up, we all had 5 minutes to set the fastest possible speed on the motorway speed trap. Fastest speed would win. Alright, are we all ready then?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
guys, take care, strong winds.
3, 2, 1, go. 5 minutes starts now.
I stalled.
I jumped the start.
You stalled him, Bugatti.
Okay.
No.
Oh, the Aston's having troubles.
So
have-
what I actually have to do is I have to balance my throttle to not hit my fake rev limiter, and I can
Yeah,
get
'cause then you'll-
260.
Yeah.
I don't really have to take a long run up, it doesn't really matter. I don't have a high top speed.
Right, I've got the fastest I think I'm ever going to get, 259.38.
Brake boost. Kill that Golf and then rewind so he's out of the way.
Oh, I'm not sure if I got a slipstream from the Apollo or not, but...
I can't go faster and the other way. Alright, I'm gonna go again, because I want to beat 240.
1 minute left.
Oh.
Tiger, you
Right, I guess I'm just
I'm
not gonna set a
get another
time
run in a
or an actual.
So you
rectangle
settled
speed.
for destroying mine?
minute. You can rewind.
So here are all the results for our hypercars on that speed test. Rather unsurprisingly, the Koenigsegg got fastest by a long way, 273.4 miles an hour, followed by the Rimac, then the Devo, then the Zenvo. The original driver of the Zenvo was having some game freezing issues during the run, so we got the Apollo driver to drive the Zenvo. That got 235.05 miles an hour, a bit quicker than I thought that would get, to be honest. Then we had the Senna, the Vulcan and the Apollo, the 3 kind of main track focused cars, down just over 200 miles an hour for the Vulcan and the Apollo. So yeah, an unsurprising win for the Jesko there. Now obviously, we couldn't just drive our cars in a straight line to figure out which was best, we had to take them around some corners. So for the next challenge, we would go to the first of 2 circuit races.
Basically started last at this rate.
There is no longer a Rimac 2 places behind you, I should point out.
Such a bad launch. I don't have any faith in being able to launch as well.
Where is
Oh,
the
okay,
Rimac gone?
goodbye. he's back here. Don't worry, you'll see him on the straight.
I'm going to be quick on the straights as well. Don't forget.
I'm never
Oh,
gonna
he is,
catch
isn't
up
he?
now.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah, but you
Where-
just can't put power down like an electric car can.
Yeah, and again, I'm rear-wheel drive, so it struggles
I'm
like
gonna
that.
catch up with you guys.
Ah, thank you for hitting me on the path.
Sorry. E.
It's-
It's the sound your car makes. E. I was gonna get me again.
Sorry. The 3 wide.
Too wide. Wow.
Ah!
Keep having accidents.
Ah,
Oh my god.
Oh!
Yes. Oh Jesus. Hello.
Well, Leper, I just don't have a lot of speed.
Okay, that's 3.
No,
That's
it-
help it.
four
you pulled
places.
out right in front of me was what I
Oh.
was pointing out.
I got
Sorry.
absolutely killed.
So I'm
This has
glad you
no-
ghosted.
Jesus, how am I doing that?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't even touch your mind until I did.
God, I love the acceleration in this thing. Like I'm holding a Yesco off on acceleration. That's worth something.
Got made me do it all over again now, Tiger.
That's just
Sorry,
gone. I'm
listen, I got killed
fighting
in
as much as I
turn one,
can.
so I was 4th place.
The problem is, about the point I catch up to Lapper, I'm in the air, so
Can't really stop or turn or anything like that.
Get out my way.
if he's in my way, well, he's going to die.
No.
No!
How does everyone feel about being stuck behind me?
I'm feeling pretty irritated about it. Because it's so slow in the corners and then you just go away.
I'll be back for you. I'll be back.
that Vulcan is worrying, to be honest.
There's a jump there.
Jump.
Yup.
I mean,
Jump around.
boo. I say as if I didn't make even lamer jokes than that before.
Give me a push. Push me down the straight.
I mean, I did get a pretty good exit
run
compared to my
past.
other ones.
No, don't pass me because I'm gonna need the speed in the corners.
Oh,
I
I'm,
can't believe you've done this.
I'm making a Yesco
Oh,
feel
look at
small
that.
on acceleration.
Wow, the
It's
outside.
beautiful.
I've got the brakes though. Come on. No,
Yeah,
you're gonna-
I can see you in my mirror. And so
Bye.
long and thanks for all the
Oh,
fish.
he's on. Yes.
No.
Either way, but that's sad. That is.
No. Good race.
How fast are you going at the line?
though. I'm doing 2:17.
2:30.
Yep, I had the fastest lap.
170.
Not by a lot though.
No, but by a bit.
How close was I on the fastest lap? Oh, not far off.
Pretty. Yeah, I was kind of expecting the Senna and the Apollo to do well. This is so hard to drive. I was just fighting it all the way.
And so, we return to the castle for what I'm sure is going to be a very friendly and very civil chat with no name calling and telling people that they're wrong because obviously they're wrong.
We're gonna get a slice of chat.
Obviously, an important aspect of hypercars is they've got to be eye-catching. They can't just look boring. So for this challenge, we're all going to vote for one car that we think looks the best, and whoever gets the most votes will get the most points in this challenge. So, does anyone want to start off with what they think looks the best?
We want to start off with what looks the worst because
Yeah.
complaining is more fun.
Well, okay.
So
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
we just
no.
start off with my car?
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
Rimac.
I love it to bits. The Rimac, and it is bloody hideous.
It's not brilliant.
Actually,
I
quite
think it's
like
nice.
it.
The wheel's not that bad.
The lines on it are pretty nice. Like
Yeah, the side profile is lovely.
but those wheels just completely destroy it for me. Like
Yeah, the wheels still look great.
the wheel covers, like I get what they were going for, but it
See, I
just
like
looked
them.
wrong.
I'd argue they're not the worst wheels here,
Really?
but yeah,
Wait, who
I don't like the ones on the Desco. Like they're
I
a
like
bit.
them.
They
Nah,
feel a
I
bit
like
too
it.
down. 2000s to me.
Yeah.
I like
I-
them better.
I like the yes, it's minimalist.
It's got like a little. It's like a little light kind of thing. It is, but it's not a light. but
It's
it
because
is.
it's got the diamond cut finish to it. It just makes it look a bit tacky.
I will say the
2000s.
rear end of the Rimac looks really nice though.
As you can see, we all know that our opinions are complete facts, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It needs a tailpipe.
no, see, I don't care that it doesn't have a tailpipe, but there again, I'm the one
It
here
has
who
its
really,
reasons.
really likes electric cars, so
But it is not the ugliest rear here. I think that goes to the Apollo. It's absolutely disgusting.
I like the
I
Apollo.
like it.
Yeah, no.
I
I
Yeah,
like the
no.
rear of
Apollo
the Apollo.
looks just
Wait,
mad
It's
enough
way
to
too
be
much.
cool.
I love the front, but the rear is just not.
I see the thing I like. It all comes together. Like it's not kind of the what's the phrase I'm looking for? It's
Honda Civic
it's
Type R.
overblown.
Consistent.
It's overblown, but it's not overblown in such a way that it feels like they've just added to it for the sake of added to it. It all has
It's-
one sort of design philosophy in it, and
It's
that
consistent.
yeah,
I
and
think-
that
I think is what
is
it is.
exactly what I'm going for. And that exhaust pipe, if it is an
Yeah.
exhaust pipe, who knows?
It is.
It is.
It's a no.
Yeah.
Remember the
For me, it's kinda
Regera?
like you know the rear end of the new Civic. It's kind of it's got so many bits. It's kind of gone full circle. It's not quite. It's got too many bits to be tacky.
This is going to end up being like half an hour long.
Yeah.
Right, so should we all get
Best
to
one is the
voting then?
Yesco. Best one is the Yesco.
You think yes? So one vote for the Koenigsegg. Anyone else?
And
Nope. I'm sorry. The Yesco's not. I don't
I don't
like
think
Yesco
I
that
need to
much.
say anything. It's the Senna.
I'm giving it to the Zenvo. I think the Zenvo looks the best.
Zenvo looks the best.
I also agree it's the Zenvo.
2 votes. It's in the lead.
All right.
we got a few people to hear from. Come on, Tiger. You sound like you're struggling for a decision
We've got-
there.
Me and Tiger, I
I
think,
kind of
just
am.
got to
So
go.
I'm only looking at the right three: the Yesco, the Devo, and the Zenvo. As much as I love the Devo and I love the front end and the headlights, it's between the Yesco and the Zenvo. Oh my god!
The Zenvo just looks like an ugly blobfish. Not gonna lie.
I'm not a huge fan of the Zenvo.
I don't hate it. It looks fine, but it's
See,
not.
I love the Yesco. I'm not a big fan of the rear end, but the front is Zenvo.
Zenvo. Oh, damn.
Zenvo. It's just so
Three
cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go Apollo because that's the one I think looks the best.
They all are like somewhat good, but they all have like massive flaws in my eyes. I hate the rear end of the Apollo for some reason. And well, I mean, the only thing that I really dislike is just a remake. It's just boring.
I agree with that one.
Yeah. fair
Yeah,
enough.
I'm driving it, and I
Like honestly, it doesn't even look like a hypercar. It barely looks like a sports car. But it's hard. I mean,
I'm gonna have
do
to push
you
you for
need
an
a
answer
drum
here.
roll?
okay, well, fine.
Duh.
I guess
Da,
today,
da, 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 da.
considering I will also take like which comes with the best color, then it would be the Apollo.
The Apollo. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's 2 for the Apollo, 3 for the Zenvo, 1 for the Esco, 1 for the Senna. The cars that didn't get a vote were the Aston, the Rimac, and the Devo. Which, to be fair, I think
wanted to vote
the
for
Which is
Aston-
it. It looks
understandable.
so
Look at me, look
good.
at
the
it.
stock Aston does look good, but with that colour, I'm
The
not a huge
paint
fan
job
of
just
that.
I mean,
ruined it.
see,
Why
paint job
is
ruins the
the
Aston
white
so
on the
much.
number so big?
I
Yeah.
think
Could they not have put like a nice little square
It's-
or a circle somewhere?
I've never liked the Vulcan in the first place, to be honest.
Really.
I did, but the
Got
thing
I
is,
tiny
have.
bits.
I think if we had a top 3 instead of just one favorite car, it would probably stack up really differently.
Look, they've put someone's name on it. That just
Well,
eliminates 7.5 billion
Turner.
people from ever desiring
Who is this
car.
Turner fella?
Is it you, Charlie?
Yes, I am this legendary driver.
I mean, your gamer tag is Charlie T.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never told you my last name.
Yeah.
Well, you
not
don't.
Turner.
You might be
Must
this
be
Turner
T.
person.
It's not,
Not
Turner.
Turner.
It
Oh,
must be
right.
T. Come on, Charlie T. That's your
Yeah,
last name.
that is my last
Yeah,
name. How
no.
did you know?
So with that somewhat civilised conversation out of the way, we move to Edinburgh for the second circuit race and the final challenge of the day.
You're only excited there. I'm on pole. No one
Wait,
overtakes me.
It's
Well,
a rear-wheel drive car.
Don't
Hi,
overtake me.
guys.
See ya.
Oh,
Just
Goodbye.
gone.
Right, I need to
2
use
seconds.
this.
Oh,
Use
yeah,
this ghost
last
mode to my
second for the
advantage.
First corner.
I shifted
grid-
down. I should never have done this.
The grid basically
Nice
instantly
reverse.
gets sorted into front-wheel drive cars at the front.
The grid gets inverted.
Yes, pretty much.
Ooh, that's
Ow,
a bad
stop
time to come
bullying
out
my
against
This car is absolutely awful on the curves.
Almost everything untuned in Forza is.
my car drives lovely, thank you.
I feel like I got
Yeah, but
bullied
it's
there.
slow.
Is it just holding
Yeah.
everything up?
Yes.
It was for a second, yeah.
What on earth is that spark?
It's-
What are you doing?
It's not a question of who's fastest. It's a question of who can get round the Rimac first.
Oh, I like that one too.
I got tapped
To be
by
fair, I
a
did almost just rear-end it.
Plum, please stay back.
Power.
I see a lot
Power.
of smoke.
Okay, thankfully there's
Yeah,
a
that
There is a
was
lot
me.
of smoke
Yeah.
from the Aston Martin.
That's me. I got on and accelerated a bit too early there.
Power.
There's too many, I can't even speak, can't even know what
Oh,
I'm
this
saying.
corner is the worst in the game. I missed the checkpoint again.
There's too many hills. Not hills, but you know what I
that
mean.
corner
Camber.
is my least favourite in
Maybe.
the whole game.
Come on, I want to catch that Aston.
To be fair, I am really glad to actually be able to get to use the Rimac for something useful. Again, I can't stop this thing.
Oh, what happened? Ah, I don't know what happened there. The rear end just stepped out.
Ah, stop! Decease! No, cease!
Cease!
That's a bit.
Not cease and
That's a bit
not
forceful.
yeah, cease and desist.
It's just turning some bumper cars between the Stena and the rim.
That's very expensive.
I missed the checkpoint 3 times.
Oh no, I missed a checkpoint! Boris, come back here!
Go, 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 go.
Come on, Rimac's gonna win this by power of being fat.
Are you sure you missed a checkpoint? You're still ahead of me.
Yeah, I only missed one. And I have got my
didn't see you
SSD, so I
return.
loaded quickly.
Yes.
God, the cornering difference for that IE is
Insane.
like I can't contest it like I can with the Senna. Like I can defend from the Senna, but I just can't defend from that.
The reason why you can defend from the center is because you bugger off in a straight line and then get in the way of my braking.
Good luck. It's a good start to the lap anyway.
Well, you should try braking somewhere that's not directly behind me if you think you're going to go past.
I'll tell you what, I've closed the gap by 3 seconds. Oh, I killed someone's bike.
The car community has got a bit petty, just destroying random people's bicycles now for getting in their way on a Sunday.
And fences as well, and street lamps and whatever.
I'm
Everything
gonna
is
destroy
getting
this
destroyed.
mad EV charging station in a minute. Enjoy completing the race without any batteries.
Boris, you've actually just thrown me out of the checkpoint.
How? I was on the outside.
Oh,
Yeah, you nudged me just a little bit. That is cow feces.
That's Forza.
That is cow feces! I can't believe you've done this!
Use all the track. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, my car's pretty fast. I don't want to sound stupid, but that was a well-deserved fastest lap. Because
That
I
sounds
had
stupid.
to overtake from.
Wow,
second to last.
okay, your ego. Okay, I get it.
Hey.
After that rather expensive session of bumper cars, I took all the cars to Fortune Island to my test track to see which one would actually be the fastest around the same track with the same driver in them. You can see the Aston Martin launching there. Obviously 5 of the 7 cars are rear wheel drive, so they get a slightly worse launch. The Zenvo's wobbly wing, I was quite entranced by as I was going around my lap. I did find though the Zenvo is very understeery. It really doesn't have that much responsiveness. Complete opposite with the Apollo you see here. It's so nice to drive. Quite similar with the Senna as well. Both these two, I just absolutely adore the way they drive. Yeah, the Apollo and the Senna are brilliant. Here you see one of the Rimac's strong points. This hill up here where some cars maybe struggle, this just relentlessly accelerates. And up here I'm going to show all the cars going through this fast corner, as it's quite interesting. The Rimac had to lift off a lot and actually I think hit the brakes, so did the Devo. The Apollo was the only car of the 7 that went through there completely flat out. The Senna had to lift, although still went through about the same speed as the Apollo. That's just how fast it is. The Zenvo did have to lift quite a bit, even with the wobbly wing. And the Aston, still pretty good, but a bit of a lift. And the Esco, well, it was, again, relentless up the hill, but it had to lose about 30 miles an hour going around that fast corner. The Esco, I pretty much couldn't use the bottom 4 gears. You can see here I'm in 5th around a fairly small corner, slow corner. It's so difficult to drive with 1300 horsepower going to just the rear wheels. The Rimac's pretty difficult as well, but I think the Esco's probably the most difficult of the 7 because, yeah, it's so much power. And again, another slow corner, and I'm in 5th gear going around it. So here we are then, coming to the end of the lap. These final 2 corners were a real hassle for the Devo because it was quite understeer with the 4-wheel drive, but there we go, that's the end of the lap. So the times, and for once we're actually looking at the top end of the board, and well, it's filled with all the hypercars that we drove in this video. Nothing beats the Volkswagen IDR, and to be honest I'm not sure if anything will, but taking 2nd spot overall is the McLaren Senna, the quickest of the hypercars in today's video, closely followed by the Apollo, just a 10th and a bit off. They're very closely matched, but the Senna I think just edges it. Then the Vulcan following that on a 103, that's a brilliant car on this track. The tracks that we went to I don't think suited it too well. The Devo, while a bit understeery, it was pretty quick. Then the Esco, as I said during the commentary, it was quite uncontrollable, but fast when it needed to be. And then the Zenvo, sorry, bit understeery, but again quick when it needed to be. And then the Rimac, that was quite difficult, and as a result that's more than a second off the Zenvo in last of the cars that we tested today. So for the points, and the winner of this challenge is the Senna with 33 points. Now I did count the hot laps for points as well, and the Senna was behind the Rimac before the hot laps were counted up, but obviously with the Senna getting first and the Rimac getting last, it managed to jump it by 3 points, and then obviously the Rimac in second, and then we've got a three-way tie for third, all on 26 points with the Apollo, the Koenigsegg and the Bugatti, although if you're looking for my favourite, it's probably Apollo of those three, and then we've got a huge jump down to 18 points to the Zenvo. And then the Aston Martin, sadly in last place, wasn't able to claw back enough points in the hot lap challenge to get not last. So there you go then, the McLaren Senna is the hypercar that is most deserving of its very, very expensive price tag. But that is it for this video. Thank you to everyone that helped out with this video. It was actually a lot of fun to make, and yeah, it turned out really well, I thought. So if you enjoyed this video, I would very much appreciate if you liked it, and tell me what you liked about it down in the comments. So yeah, thank you for watching, but until the next video, goodbye.